Bella and welcome to Beauty on a Budget. And electronics. The world now is, everything's about electronics, isn't it? Everything we do. Sometimes I think, how did we manage years ago when we didn't even have a mobile phone? And you know, I'm guilty as well of all the children today. They don't play with the toys like we used to, and they're always on their iPads. And you know, my grandchildren are absolutely. The games are all on their iPads, and you know, everything they do is their homework and everything is all on their iPads. So you know, my grandchildren do that, and we say, oh, you know what it's like now, and it's not like it was when we were young and so forth. But you know, I'm as guilty. I am totally as guilty. I don't like to think that I'm addicted to electronics, but my life would be so much harder without them. Not just my phone. Majority of us have got a mobile phone now, but there's so much more than that now, aren't there? It's not just a phone. I mean, my phone is my camera. A lot of my filming is done on my phone. At the moment, I'm filming on my iPad again. I'm filming on my iPad. I can edit from it. I can upload from it and make my thumbnails from it. Everything, and I can do all that on my phone. It's just unbelievable, really, how far things have come, isn't it? And am I addicted? I often ask myself, am I addicted? I'm certainly addicted to YouTube. I've just got to admit that I'm addicted to YouTube. But I love it. I love what I do on here. And obviously I love supporting lots of other people and my friends, and I love getting back to you guys and getting to know you guys. So I see that as a social thing as opposed to electronic thing, because it's a life I couldn't have if it wasn't for electronics. So I'm really grateful for that, you know, that I can do that. And for someone like myself that sometimes I can't get out at all, I'm really so grateful for it, because I'm in touch with everybody. I can talk to everybody, my family, my grandchildren, and everyone. I can take care of my own shopping, because I'm quite an independent person, you know. And sometimes if you have something that you can't get out and you can't do things, you still can through the electronics. So I can do all my own shopping. I can choose everything. I can go down the aisles in the shops and choose everything if I can't get out the house. So yeah, I think that's a wonderful thing. And I do everything on it. I bank on it. I order my prescriptions on it. I do my doctor's things on it. I think it's a marvellous thing. But an addiction is something quite different, isn't it? I've got to admit that now YouTube is mostly everything for me now, because it takes me a long time to do it, and I love it. I love every minute of it. But most evenings I'll be commenting back to you guys, or watching my friends' videos, or watching the people I subscribe to's videos, and researching for things that I'm going to do for you. So I'm on there an awful lot for that, and I guess I kind of justify myself for that I can do that, you know. I don't play an awful lot of games. I do play some games, but again, it's something that I would normally do in a paper, or I would have done before in a paper. I have crosswords. I love doing crosswords. So, you know, I have quite a few apps that are crosswords, which normally I would have done in a crossword book or an arrow word book or something like that. And recipes, all recipes I found there where I would have had a recipe book before. I have a Kindle app on here, because the Kindle app will work on my iPad. So I have my books on here too. So I read on it. So if you think of everything that it would have taken up before, the spaces of your recipe books and your photographs, and you know, everything you've had, your music, or your CDs, or your books. Imagine the space that all took up. Well, now everything's in one place. And as long as you have a cloud and you back all your things to a cloud, then you won't lose it. If something goes wrong with your device, you won't lose things that are very precious to you. Sorry. Somebody's walking past with their little dog. And you won't lose the things that are precious to you. So, yeah, I think it's great, the electronic age. I really do. I do think it's great. I do think it's a shame that when you're young and fit, that it can be such an addiction. And, you know, I think it's a shame you don't see children playing out more because they want to do that. And you don't see the camaraderie between children now that you used to see because they talk to each other on a phone or an iPad. And so, yeah, I think that can be a shame. But at the same time, you know, I've got a friend that I went to school with. We started school together at 5 years old. And I found her on Facebook. And we were friends for years and years and years. We went to school together, college together. And she was my maid of honour at my wedding. I was hers. It's my first wedding. You know, we were friends for years. And then life happened and we parted ways. No arguing. She just moved a long way away and I moved a long way in the opposite direction. And we lost touch for many, many years. And I found her a few years ago. And we've met up and stayed at each other's house. And she's just such a lovely girl and she's such a lovely woman. And I would never have found her. I would never have known how to find her if it hadn't been for that. So, you know, I'm really, really grateful for that. Can it make you lazy? I wouldn't say it would make me lazy. There's certain things, you know, that you could get up and do, or look at the clock, or find the room where the clock. Alexa, what's the time, please?
It's 1:14 p.m.
You see? That's right. I don't even have to get up and look at the clock. So, you know, those sort of things, I suppose, yeah, you can use it for everything. But then again, for people who can't even move out of a chair, bless them, what a wonderful device that is, you know, to be able to do that and have that next to you. I mean, she holds, I can't say her name because if I say her name she'll come on, but I put my shopping lists on there. If I think of something off the top of my head, oh, I must remember to buy this, or I must get potatoes, I must get salt, then I just say put it on my shopping list, and she puts it on the shopping list. And then when I do my shopping on my iPad, I just say, ask her what my shopping list is, and I've got it all down. And it is so easy for somebody like me. And I think there's a lot of knocking of the electronic age, really. I do think a certain degree that, yes, it would be nice to see sort of children playing the way they used to. But obviously that's up to individual parents, because my daughter just have a certain amount of time. That's your time for that, you know, your time for your iPad, unless it's homework or something like that. And the rest of the time is just playing as children play. But I do understand as well how it can be like a childminder if you're in the house. You know, because if I was doing something and I just give my grandsons their iBook, here we go, iPad, that's it. They'd be sitting there contented until I finished whatever I was doing. So, yeah, you can be tempted to do that. And I can understand that and see that as well, because it just keeps them so contented. And, you know, there's a few things that you can say, I wish it wasn't like that. But I think overall, I'm happy with the electronic age. And why did I do this video, and why did I want to do this? Because the majority of people, I think, who watch me are, and my friends on here, are mature, as I am. And it's hard for us, isn't it? Because 20, 30-year-olds, they've just been born into it, haven't they? They know nothing different other than the electronic age. But we do remember doing things differently. I do like to do my groceries online. I have never had joy of hustling and bustling around a supermarket. No, no way. I don't know. That's much easier online. It also stops the temptation of you seeing something at the checkout or put something in your trolley you don't really want. So yeah, I love that. And I love it that I can take longer. I can take longer to do my recipes and think what I want to do, what I need that week. I can take longer over it because I haven't got to go around the supermarket in a certain time. I can just sit there, do half an hour of shopping and then go back later and do another half an hour of shopping. So for that reason, I really, really like that. I do all my clothes shopping online. No, I won't say all. I don't do all my clothes. I do the majority of my clothes shopping online. That's something I wish I didn't have to do because I like to go clothes shopping. I like to try the things on and look at the different things that are available in the shops. As with makeup, I do most of my makeup shopping online. And, you know, that's something else. I wish I could get out more and sort of test things, put my finger in things and look at samples and so forth. So, yeah, that's enjoyable. And although I'm quite happy that I can get everything I want online, I guess I wish I could be out in the shops doing that, you know, looking around that more often. But no, I have no quibbles about supermarket shopping because I just don't like it anyway. It's too much of a hassle and bustle. There's certain things you can't do as far as shopping goes. You know, when you do, anybody like markets? I love markets. And that's obviously something you can't do online, isn't it? So if I was going shopping and the days that I can get out and so forth, I will do a market village somewhere near, or going down to my daughter's as I'm going down, and looking around the markets in her town and looking at the clothes shops and so forth, and I like that. So yeah, there are some things that I miss when I can't get out, you know, that you couldn't do on an electronic device. But I like the fact, I think it can be dangerous as well, in the sense, you know what Google Doctor is? Don't do it. Don't do it. If I took one bit of advice out of the electronic age from me, I would say, do not Google Doctor. Worst thing, my daughter Google Doctors. She'll phone Mum, I'm a bit concerned about this. Have you seen that on Google? Don't Google Doctor. My own doctor has told me more than once, never Google Doctor. Because you will always come up with worst case scenario. And it is just much better to see your own doctor, or phone consultation with your own doctor is much better than, you know, Google, which is always worst case scenario. The things that I have, honestly, you thought I'd have died years ago if I'd have Googled it. It's true. Because everything's worst case scenario. This is what can happen to you, that's what can... Yes, in some cases it can, but in some cases it doesn't. But they never tell you that. They just tell you the worst case parts, and they just make you more worried than what you were to start with. So, honestly, I would advise no one to Google Doctor. But all in all, I think I like the electronic age. And I wanted to do the video because, like I said, the younger ones were born into that generation. They know nothing else, but we do. And I think sometimes we can be a little bit frightened. It can be a little bit frightening when you get older, when your life has been so used to running one way, and all of a sudden these devices are taking over, you know. But I would just say be open-minded about it, really, because so much of the knowledge that I have, so many of the things that I do, online courses, you know, and they're wonderful. It's wonderful to be able to do that and to be able to access those things that we never would be able to unless this was electronic age that it is. So if you are ever nervous, or you feel a little bit nervous, because I know lots of people, I couldn't even turn the computer on. Once you get used to it, it's really not as hard as it looks. And it can make life so much more simple. As long as you don't rely on it for everything, as long as you don't, if you can get out, don't stop your communications face to face with people if you possibly can, because I love this time. I love talking to my grandchildren, and I do it daily. But when I see them, I love hugging them more. So never let one go for the other, you know. Never let it take its place, I would say. But it's certainly, as an add-on, it's wonderful, because I see my children every 6 weeks. But, you know, I would only see them every 6 weeks if it wasn't for FaceTime. I would not see them. But I can see them daily, and they can text me daily, and, you know, I know everything that's going on, and I'm in the room with them, and it's great, it's lovely. So if you are older and you're a little apprehensive about electronics, try to be, you know, open-minded, and don't be scared, because it's nothing really to be scared of. I am the least techno person on the face of the planet. It takes me hours to days to catch on to anything. But I say them all the time. I'm supposed to. That was one of my things I was going to stop doing. I said it again. But yeah, don't be scared of it, and give it a go, you know, and try and really be open-minded about it, because, you know, there might be a whole world out there that you could see that you wouldn't be able to see any other way. I know that's how it is for me, and I'm really happy to be able to do that. So, although it's a very different subject to my channel, to what I normally do, I just was thinking about it, and, you know, I was thinking how enhanced my life has become because of it, because of what I can do, and how it makes me feel more independent, and keeps me closer to the people that I love, and that I can learn, and that I can still take in that knowledge that I would have to either go to an evening class or, you know, something like that for, but I can do it, and I think that's a blessing. I really do think that's a blessing. So it was really just to encourage you that if you are in a position and you're older like myself, and, you know, it's a little bit mind-boggling to you, take one step at a time and try, because it really is worth it. The outcome really, really is worth it. So I hope you enjoyed my rather different video today. I just sat down, I was thinking downstairs, sitting on my settee, having an evening cup of tea, and I thought, you know, I know so many people could benefit from this. I'm going to have a word with my friends about it. So I will see you again on Friday. I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet. Thank you for joining me again, and I know it's been different, but thank you. If you're still here, thank you so much for sticking by me, and I'll see you on Friday. You take care, my darlings. Take care. Bye.